The Haunting of Blackwood Manor. In the remote countryside of Yorkshire, there stood an ancient manor known as Blackwood. The manor had been abandoned for decades, its once grand halls now filled with dust and decay. The locals whispered of a dark history, of a family curse that had claimed the lives of all who dared to live there. One autumn evening, a young couple, Sarah and James, decided to explore the manor. They were drawn by the allure of its mystery and the thrill of uncovering its secrets. As they approached the manor, the air grew colder, and a thick fog enveloped the grounds. Inside, the manor was eerily silent. The only sound was the creaking of the floorboards beneath their feet. They wandered through the dimly lit rooms, their flashlights casting long shadows on the walls. In the library, they found an old, leather-bound journal. It belonged to the last owner of the manor, a man named Edward Blackwood. The journal detailed Edward's descent into madness. He wrote of hearing voices, seeing apparitions, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. The final entry was a chilling warning: the darkness is alive. It feeds on fear. Leave this place before it consumes you. As Sarah and James read the journal, they heard a faint whispering. The sound grew louder, echoing through the halls. They tried to leave, but the doors slammed shut, trapping them inside. The whispering turned into a cacophony of voices, each one more desperate and tormented than the last. Suddenly, the temperature dropped, and a shadowy figure appeared at the end of the hallway. It was Edward Blackwood, his eyes hollow and his face twisted in agony. He reached out to them, his voice a raspy whisper: "You should not have come here." Terrified, Sarah and James ran through the manor, but the shadows seemed to follow them, growing darker and more oppressive. They stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading to the basement. Desperate for an escape, they descended into the darkness. In the basement, they found a ritual circle, surrounded by ancient symbols and candles. The air was thick with the stench of decay. As they stepped into the circle, the shadows closed in, and the voices became deafening. Edward's spirit appeared once more, his face contorted in a sinister grin. "You cannot escape," he whispered. "The darkness is eternal." With a final, blood-curdling scream, the shadows engulfed them. The next morning, the manor stood silent once more, its secrets hidden in the darkness. Sarah and James were never seen again, their fate a grim reminder of the curse that haunted Blackwood Manor. To this day, the locals avoid the manor, warning all who dare to listen: beware the darkness of Blackwood. It feeds on fear, and it never lets go.